never lost a road game.
I know you've only been with him the one big game.
Usually what makes a good quarterback of the road is a good player, and there's good players around him. And that's probably the biggest thing is that in the last 2 years he's played with either an NFL running back, NFL wideouts, a good old line, and the other thing, the biggest thing probably is that he's just his personality. I don't know if his pulse ever gets beyond just normal. It doesn't seem to get rattled, so I don't think those things. I think the biggest thing is good players around him and his personality, being through the ups and downs of playing minor league baseball and trying to make it. Just hey, I've been through all that. So. That's my biggest thing, is personality and the talent around him.
What impressed you outside of just the throws he made? What impressed you out of College Station? The way he handled that whole day.
I think the biggest thing was at halftime. I mean, he wasn't. We hadn't really played poorly on offense. I guess you could say he scored 3 points. That's pretty poor, but getting backed up in penalties. But he wasn't at halftime. He didn't come in there with 8 different suggestions, and this is what we need to do. And him and I had only been together 3 games, and that would have been easy to come in and just say, why are we doing this? Why aren't we doing this? He just sat there and listened, and all we said was, and luckily it worked out, it was like, hey, no one's going to come rescue us. Do what we do and do it better. And we got good players, good coaches. Just do what we do and do it better. Now, luckily that worked out. But he's just very coachable. A guy that just, his body language is good. He doesn't, players that feed off that. He just takes what's called and does a great job distributing the ball.
When the blitzes that you're talking about, how important is it for the running backs to be able to pick up those blitzes and give Wiener a chance to make those?
Well, it's a big week for our line. It's a big week for our backs. With the things they do. With that being said, it's a big week for Brandon over to protect it and get the ball out. And yet we've got to do what we do to put stress on their defense. You can't just pack everybody in and say, hey, we're going to protect and make sure that, hey, because they'll start bringing more than you actually can protect with. So you've got to put enough in their minds that, hey, we're going to get everybody out. And we're going to bring it in and protect it, and we're going to run it, and we're going to throw it. So it's just turned out the last full game of a half and a half, where we've thrown it a lot more than we've run it, and that hasn't been completely by design. It's just worked out that way. So.
Are you surprised you've seen as much 3-4 as you have? I mean, you've seen more 3-4 than you have in any other scheme.
Not really. With everybody going to spread, I think it's more of what you're going to see. The ability to bring people and get people off edges. I just think that's kind of the way these days. And the more that those defenses have success, the more they'll go that way. The trend will swing to wherever the success is because you go and visit people. The moment someone goes back and all of a sudden Stanford's now power and running the ball and throwing it with a good quarterback, there'll be some teams that'll look at that and say, that's pretty good stuff. And then Oregon's running fast, so the tempo. And then same on defense. So the more success those have, and I think people kind of gravitate towards that, which makes sense.